it's very entertaining to me that people will deny that they are addicted to the traumas, or that they are choosing to focus on the negative aspects of their life. And the reason why it's entertaining to me is because it makes logical sense, right? Who would like pain, right? So it's really easy for us to consciously deny striving towards the pains in our life. However, if you look at our movies and you look at our media and you look at what people actually entertain in their life, like if it bleeds, it leads, right? The media puts that stuff out there, yes, for programming and control, but also because people pay attention to it. Even myself, I find myself playing to the algorithm. If I put positive content out there, it's actually not going to be, and even unity type content where I use words like we, it's not going to be as powerful as me pointing out somebody's inefficiencies and focusing on why people are doing things wrong. That's where the most clicks and the most attention comes to. So why is that important? Because if we are the controller of our reality, if our resonance is what is creating the environment around us, if it is impacting the electromagnetic field, then where we are focusing on is going to... Do I look red? I just took 300 milligrams of niacin, so I might be pink. But if we are resonating the environment around us, then where we choose our attention is going to be vitally important. And so that's why so much of what I put out there has to do with harmonizing self. Somewhat, you look a little blotchy. Yeah. So harmonizing self and recognizing why. Why do we focus on things that hurt us? Why do we focus on things that scare us? Why do we focus on what we would like to avoid? That's all just based on our body's instinct for survival. What does the role of forgiveness play in the removal of trauma? Forgiveness is about self. It has nothing to do with the other person. When we forgive, we get our energy back. So if we're holding on to we're holding on to the story because it's entertaining to us. We're holding on to the story that somebody did us wrong. And just like we go to the movies and watch the villain characters, it's entertaining to our physical body to have a challenge, to be chased, to it gives the body something to do. And we're addicted to that. It's adrenaline. It's something that is entertaining to us. So we are switched on to not forgiving because that takes away the adrenaline. It takes away the thing that we like, the addiction. And the problem is we stay in that cycle. And so if we would like to evolve beyond the cycle and transcend our current situations, then we get to release our addiction to the trauma, release our addiction to the story that somebody did us wrong. All of these people are here for our own evolution. And I was just, there's a saying which I've been focusing on the last few days because I just heard it. I forget who actually originally said it. There's no such thing as blocked emotions, only stuck emotions. And if we even think about us not forgiving somebody, that's just an example of an event in our life that is stuck. We're refusing to let it flow through the channels of us. I mean, physically, psychologically, emotionally, and it's just stuck. And so forgiveness essentially unstucks the memories of the events. We keep on remembering. Remember means to repeat, to do it again, and member means to become one with, right? Like, my arm is a member of my body. And so when we remember, we relive, we rejoin the experience, as opposed to forgiveness, which is letting it play out in the moment even. Fear is the worst one. People fear and believe just about anything. Get your energy back up. Hate eats energy. Love creates it. Hate eats energy. Love creates it. That's interesting. I'm trying to think if hate creates energy or if it takes it away. I wouldn't actually say that hate is the opposite of love, because hate is kind of in the family of anger and pride, I guess. And hate would be opposite of like unity, and unity is where love resides. But I would say fear is more of an opposite than love. People only grasp a concept at the level that they are at. It is up to us to lift up those just below where we are at. And so breathe on, as teach them and help those at the level just below them. It is up to us to lift those up, to lift those just below where we are at. Yes, okay. That's actually a great concept. What Lonnie is saying is to reach to the level below you, and that's who you operate with, which I fully agree with. What is easy to do is to think that we're here to influence every single person. And we're not. Because as Laney says, people only grasp a concept at the level that they're at. So if you're trying to control everybody's experience to get everybody to your level, then that's your own addiction to organizing everything around you because of your insecurities. So essentially what we're doing is we're helping out those who are walking in our direction, who are one step below us trying to get up this step. That is where, and even asking for advice, asking for guidance. That's where our work is, to try and get everybody, even those that are walking in the opposite direction, to walk in our direction. Now you're breaking the law of free will. You are trying to control their experience, which nobody's ever going to. They're never going to digest your lessons the way that you are intending them to. Someone recently said that they were addicted to healing, and that really threw me for a loop, and it made me think if I had been holding myself in unwellness because I was focused on healing. Yeah, do you know how many people are focused on healing? It's like it's a hobby to go heal. And if you're always healing from something, then that means that you need to be creating sickness in yourself, right? So you're essentially replace the pharmaceutical industry with yourself. You became the doctor, and because you're the doctor, you need a patient, and you're the only patient. So you're creating your own dis-ease so that you can then go pay $75 for somebody to spin around a sound bowl and make you feel better. I don't know about that one. I am literally blocked, not stuck. It's the same thing with the statements that we make, right? I absolutely love your YouTube channel and all its recent interviews. Yeah, I'm actually interviewing Gary from Human Garage. Usually he interviews me or we have a conversation, but today I'm going to interview him in an hour. How long? An hour and 45 minutes at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. The link is in our stories. If you guys want to comment and question and join in on that. Everything is energy, though. When you have a problem with something or someone, you will constantly think about it and it will consume you. When you have no problem, no thought is required. No energy need be used, says Nate West. Thank you for that. No energy need be used. Energy is kind of all around us. So there's no force that needs to be applied. I believe that there's more power, there's more flow of energy. The current is flowing. But if you are having a problem, if you are trying to control, then you are utilizing force. And force is, we could say that if you're forcing something, you are suffering. Because suffering is you being attached to something that is not actually reality. I kind of believe hate is just a lower vibrational emotion. It's very easy to show. You have literally unlimited sunlight script. Oh, you're using that picture that I like. What is your all-time favorite best way to clear your mind, focus on the present moment, and truly feel centered? Well, that's a question that my all-time favorite could be something that has impacted me the most, or it could also be the thing that I do the most. And the thing that I do the most isn't necessarily profound, but I would say it's my favorite, which is essentially just going outside. Just go outside, because that is us. We are outside. We're also inside too, because we designed it. But with that said, and the sunlight, the earth, I do this. I go outside like I eat. Right? Every day. I go outside like I breathe. You don't forget to eat during the days. You don't forget to breathe during the days. You don't forget to go to the bathroom. I prioritize going outside just like I do all of that, because I am outside. I am nature. We are nature. This is our nature. And when you go outside, like the rock, they have a lot to teach us. The trees, they have a lot to teach us. The plants, the animals. There's so many lessons just through observance out here. You can relearn everything out here. You can restructure your brain out here, your thoughts, the situations that you're in. You'll get a different perspective just by watching the waves. You see them, they're crashing into each other. What does that mean in terms of what you're currently thinking about? What is your creative venture? Or what's the problem, the challenge that you're in? You could watch what's going on out here, the clouds, the air. How does the wind make you feel? It might make you feel cold. All of that is going to reorganize your perspective on anything. Do you think everything happens for a reason, or are we in control of our own outcomes and destinies? Trying to find a definitive answer to what is a never-ending journey. I'm in the perspective that there's many different dimensions to all of this, and it does seem like we have free will, But also, I've talked to many people who have died, and they say that there's a plan for your life, and you have chosen to come live this life for that plan to unfold. And there's certain life events that are going to happen no matter what. And so they seem like contradicting things, right? Free will, like we have a right to choose, we have a right to create, but then there's also these life events that are going to happen no matter what. They seem like they contradict. But if you imagine this all is happening multidimensionally, then that's a way that both of those can be true. What do you do when in doubt, or when you need to actually hear your heart and see things from the heart? Good question. And that's coming from somebody named Anita. Oh, I thought it was Anahita, which would be heart. But maybe Anita is from the word heart as well. What do I do when I'm in doubt? For me, it's logical, right? So usually when you're in doubt, you've convinced yourself that something might not work out, that failure is a bigger chance than success. And so logically, I would have to present myself an argument that is not true. And I can do that by finding the success stories of other people who've been in my same situation or worse and have succeeded. And so that's really easy to do with literally like a Google search, or you can find people that wrote books or anything. But just if you can create an opposing argument that is biased to success, then that's going to help you with your doubts. And then there's a whole bunch of other stuff too, but that's just what came to mind to answer that. What is the meaning of this? So I actually do have quite profound meanings of life. Obviously, that's like one of the first things I started asking is like, why are we here? But how can I deal with self-doubt? Your speech has changed my mind. I'm enjoying being outside with my little boy and family. I saw the dolphin Kriya, and whoa, yeah. The dolphin stuff on the Instagram channel Kriya of the Week. We are always leveling. Much love. Any suggestions on breaking patterns of habits? Not any physical, but mental level. Guys, I love these questions. I've actually got to go though. Join me and Gary in 90 minutes. Check out my stories for that live interview. What do you know about demons and how to vanish them? Demons are here for you. Everything is here for us. Everything. So there's always like, oh, there's good, there's bad, there's light, there's dark. Demons are bad, angels are good. Demons and angels are on the same team. All right, the angel's been sending you messages time and time and time again. And then eventually they have to go to the demons. The demons are what create reality. And they can make things happen that are stronger than the angels. So listen to the messages. Listen to the subtleties. And if you don't, if you're just staring at your phone going about your business, eventually a demon's going to need to do something to change direction. Cause an accident. Derail you in your current projection so that you can get back on track. They're on the same team. They are us.